listen, if you don't want it to be in pain, then you got to start taking care of it. You want God to heal you, then start taking care of the temple that He gave you. The vessel that He gave you, or let me say it like this, the earth suit that He gave you, take care of it. Your clothes, you wash them and iron them and everything so you look good. So you gotta start taking care of your body. You gotta take care of it the best you can. You need to you need to seek and you got internet, you got all kind of ways that'll tell you how to eat right, what not to eat. And just because some say organic don't really mean nothing. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Praise the Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, verse 2.
And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
So he says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed. So don't be conformed, but be transformed. So God wants to transform us. He wants to change us.
Amen.
We're in the world, but we're not of the world. We're here, but we're not part of it. That's why, that's why I always tell you, don't be voting for people that you just think that, well, they this and my mama was that and my daddy was that and I'm voting for them. You better stop that. I'm just telling you. Don't believe all the lies. Socialism has never worked in this world since the beginning. They tried socialism over and over. So keep thinking they're going to give you free college and free this and free that. You got to pay for it. How? You got to pay for it. I don't want to talk politics today, Lord. I do whatever you said, but I don't want to talk politics. The word tells us do not be conformed to this world. Amen. The word conform is together. It means to be together. Amen. By association, companionship, process, resemblance, passion. Isn't that something? Also, it includes completeness. So when you try to be like the world, you're saying that you're complete being like the world. I don't have a problem. Listen to what I'm trying to say. I don't have a problem with walking the streets and doing what I got to do, but I do have a problem with the man that's my age trying to look like I'm 16. I got a problem with that. Amen. I'm not supposed to walk around looking like I'm 16. I want to look like what I am. I don't want to look old. Don't misunderstand me. But I'm not gonna put on no pants and they sagging. I was always skinny growing up. I was very thin. Amen. This is the biggest I've ever been. When I got married, I weighed 140 pounds. I wore 28 pants. Come on. Do you hear what I'm saying? Amen. And so growing up, I always had a problem with pants staying up on me anyway. Amen. So I always had to wear a belt, rope, a belt, a pin, or something. Mother buy me clothes, and she got to go to the sewing machine and take them up. Pockets be meeting each other in the back. Margaret's shaking her head, but she know I'm telling the truth. Do you hear what I'm saying? But there came a store called Jeans West. Now those who passed there know what I'm talking about. It was a lifesaver. But that ain't got nothing to do with nothing that I'm talking about. So we don't want to be conformed to the world. Amen. We want to be transformed. Amen. But the only way we can be transformed is by getting into the Word. Yes, we can't walk around and act like we all that and we're not. Right. Amen. Now you can believe that you all that. Listen to what I'm saying. You can use your faith that you all that, but you can't be putting people down for what they are. Amen. Listen. This past week, I seen some ministers that they flew in with their jets. Amen. just walk up and talk to you with no big deal. I got to talking football with this one guy, and we were sitting at the lunch table together, so I just figured, I said, well, I'll just start a conversation. I said, what about them 49ers? I didn't know that he was a season ticket holder to his team, that he knew people from way back in the, when he got to talking, I was like, ooh, I should have shut up. Because he got to talk about stuff I had no idea. So maybe I should have said, what about them Lakers? I like basketball more than football. You understand what I'm saying? So he got to running down stats and stuff to me, and I'm sitting up there, yeah, oh, yeah, ain't that something? Not knowing a thing what he was talking about. Amen. But God still brought us together because I needed to meet him. Do you hear what I'm saying? I met another guy that he talked about Halloween. They got a ministry for Halloween that I got to give Nene his card, so don't let me forget to give Nene his card. And they got a website. Everything is free for Halloween. And he said he has this one guy, he has 2 big old barrels out in his front yard full of candy on Halloween. And he says what he gives out is tracts. He let the kids grab all the candy they want, but he gives them tracts and stuff. Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen. I'm not saying that's what we're going to do. I'm telling you what this guy does. That's one of the guys that's up under him. And and then he was just talking about the different things that they do for Halloween. Because what they're trying to do, they're ministering to the kids. And I thought it was fantastic. Do you hear what I'm saying? And he said, everything is free. Don't cost you nothing. All you got to do is just contact us. Everything we have is free. Isn't that something? Yeah, I was in a conference all week, and they never took an offering. That's amazing to me. Because conferences I go to, they're going to take an offering in the morning. Then they're going to take another offering in the afternoon. They're going to take 2 offerings at night. But they never took an offering. Jesse Duplantis got up there and said, I know some of you guys want to give back. And so when he said, I know some of you guys want to give back, people just jumped up out their chest. Yes, we can give, yes. He got excited. Amen. So me and Gina was like, yay, let's give. Well, we gave about $300. So we gave, you understand what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is that we can't be conformed to this world. So if you want to be transformed, you got to start working on this here.
Amen. Come on, Bishop.
In the name of Jesus.
Glory. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Praise the Lord.
Let's look at the book of Romans, chapter 12. Again, the same one, but out of the Message Bible. Out of the Message Bible.
Verse 1. So here's what I want you to do. God helping you. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, eating, going to work, walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for him.
Isn't that something? He says embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for him. Then the part that I liked about this, he says, take your everyday, ordinary life, sleeping, eating, going to work, and walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. Take your everyday life and place it before God as an offering. See, that's one thing we have to do. We have to look. You won't change, then change. Place your life, God, just do with me whatever you want. Amen. Just whatever you want me to do. Can somebody get my other glasses out of there?